Hi everyone, this is Angelique, also known as Light. This is my my third time trying to record this video. I actually cut myself off the first time, and then the second time I didn't like it. So let's see if I can actually get through this video because this video is probably going to be a little long. But yes, so if you're new to my channel, I have tons of videos on narcissism because that's what I used to do on this channel. I no longer make narcissistic videos. There's 5 years of many narcissistic videos you can watch, and a lot of them can help you if you're a chosen one. A lot of those narcissistic videos can help you to deal with different personality types, okay? I have like tons of stories of things that I've been through that I'm sure you, as a chosen one, because we naturally attract narcissists and, just energy vampires in general. So those videos can help you. So go down my timeline, go down my catalog, and watch the videos from the beginning, okay? I'm sure they will help you. Um, what else? Yes, if you have a request, you can donate $10 or more. All that information will be in the description bar and in the comment section. You just make a payment to my Cash App, my PayPal, or my Zelle, and then email me and let me know what your topic request is in details, okay? Don't just be like, yeah, talk about a Virgo dude. Okay, what do you want to know? So make sure you at least give me a full sentence of what you're looking for or tell me about your situation, okay? But not a huge email. I'm not going to sit there and read that. Okay. Um if you want to donate also to my channel just for me to keep it running, because that's how I do it over here, being that I have such a low subscriber count. People donate to me every week in order for me to put out content, okay? You can do that as well. All the information is in the same link, and it's going to be in the comment section or the description bar. If you need a phone session, you can book that as well, and that information will be in the description bar. I don't do readings and I don't do tarot readings. I do more of like a life coaching session for you, or you just need someone to vent to, pretty much. All right, let's get right into the topic. So this is gonna be a friendship timeline of the insecure, jealous, narcissistic friend. Okay. And I have tons of videos about this, but I was like, oh, let me do a timeline breakdown so people can kind of like, when they start to see the red flags, they could be like, ding, ding, ding. I remember the light was talking about that. Let me keep an eye on this person, okay? So the first red flag that I noticed when I think back, sometimes I notice right away, but I'm talking about from the past. I noticed right away now, but years ago I didn't notice that this was a red flag. So the first red flag that I notice of a person who is jealous, yes, people could be jealous of you and try to befriend you because they want to take notes, okay, or they want to destroy you. Okay, you got confidence and I don't have confidence. Well, I'm going to see how confident you are and I'm going to break your ass down, okay? Oh, you have family or you got a man, you got a woman. Well, I'm going to see how strong your bonds are and I'm going to come running through, rampant through your relationships. And we're going to prove to see how much your man or your woman loves you because I don't have a man or a woman, all right? This is how crazy people are. This is what narcissists do, sociopaths do, energy vampires do. They come to throw you off your spiritual track, okay, chosen ones? So, first red flag is I noticed when I met a jealous narcissist or insecure friend is immediately they're like, "You're my bestie." So immediately they lock you in. They lock you into this unrealistic friendship and commitment to them. You're going to feel like almost like you're dating them, okay? They're going to be treating you like You're the best friend they've ever met. And it's weird because these people normally they're married already themselves, they have children, they have a career, they have a lot going on in their life, but for some reason they're so obsessed with you. They're texting you nonstop, they're calling you nonstop. They are inviting you to places immediately. You're meeting certain people, and that's not normal. Friendships and relationships should gradually develop through time, okay? And I noticed that these people just latch on, and it's just like, oh my gosh, we have so much in common. We're best friends, and the compliments are going to be nonstop. So if you're somebody who doesn't get compliments much, if you're somebody who doesn't have many friends and you're desperate at that moment, and you're just so happy to meet someone who sees you, who admires you, who's complimenting you, who's feeding your ego because your ego hasn't been fed in a long time, oh yeah, you're going to get played. You're going to get played because you don't understand that that's not how friendships are supposed to go. Yes, you can have connections. There's people who are soulmates, who are friends, and twin flames who are friends, or whatever the case is. But even then, it takes time to gradually, uh, get to know someone, all right? You know who this person is. This person could be a criminal, and you're inviting them in your house. And these people were even, I've even had these people, one narcissistic woman I met. I remember when I first met her, I was her hairstylist. I did her hair, and that weekend she was like, "Hey girl, let's go out to the club and you can sleep over my house." And I'm like, "What?" And this woman had like 5 kids, and I'm in my head like, "You just met me and they're inviting me to the club and you told me I could sleep over your house?" They're very, very inappropriate, and they put all these expectations on your energy. Okay. And if you're somebody who doesn't have boundaries, or you don't know how to, you don't know how to say no, you're in big trouble. Okay. This is why boundaries are important, because the natural thing to do or say would be like, listen, you're a nice person, that's cool, but I have a schedule that I stick to. And when I'm free, I'll contact you. And it's weird that you would have to even say that to people. And if they are narcissistic, toxic, insecure, jealous, if they don't want to put in the work, then they're going to disappear once they realize that, yeah, this isn't a person that I'm going to be able to take their energy. All right. So that's the first red flag. The second red flag, like your friend is jealous, this is a toxic individual, insecure individual. Um, they are going to dump on you, okay? Suddenly, that happy go lucky friend who was complimenting you and partying and hanging out with you, all of a sudden, all their drama and their business. Now they're this depressive friend. Because, see, the truth is coming out about them. They are very depressive, no matter how great of a job they have or relationship that appears to be. These people are filled with drama in their life, and they're depressed, they're miserable as hell, okay? And they recruited you because you have plenty of light. They recruited you because you have plenty of light, and they need someone to dump those emotions onto, okay, in order to survive. If not, they'll go insane, okay, mentally and spiritually. They will go insane if they don't have people to dump this type of energy on, all right? So, all of a sudden, they're calling you in the middle of the night. Hey, boy. Hey, girl. XYZ, this happened. Would you believe my ex popped up? And you're like, what is going on? And oh, all kinds of things. All right. It could be stupid stuff too. It could just be like, would you believe they forgot my damn Polynesian sauce at Chick-fil-A? I can't believe it. They'll call you, and they're just pouring all this anger and frustration out on you. They'll call you early in the morning. I remember I used to have this, believe it or not, I had met this narcissistic YouTuber, is why I don't really meet YouTubers like that. And I remember she would call my phone at 8 o'clock in the morning while she's driving to work. How the hell are you that damn miserable that early in the morning? I don't really defrost until at least noon. Okay, I just be quiet in the morning. I'm not a morning person. I'm a night owl. I'm usually up all types of the night, and 3 a.m., 4 a.m. But yeah, this miserable woman would call me on her way to while she's driving to work, and road rage and going off, and I'm like, dang girl, you didn't even have your coffee yet. Like, relax, calm down. And this is what they're doing. They need to get all this anger and drama out of their system, off their spirit. If not, they're gonna go crazy. So, yes, they're going to tell you inappropriate things. They're going to ask you inappropriate questions. And during this phase, also, they're collecting your information. They're trauma bonding with you. And, like, again, like I said, if you're somebody who you just want to feel seen and wanted, and you haven't had a friendship in a long time, you're like, oh my gosh, I get to tell my problems. But they're going to use those problems against you. They're going to use your information against you. That information is to be collected to basically torture you later on, okay? They have to find out what are your weaknesses in order for their kill to be successful against you, right? So they're going to be telling you, yeah, I was doing this in a bedroom, or yeah, girl, I'm on the toilet. And I'm like, what? Yeah, they're in the shower, on the phone with you, on the toilet. These people are disgusting, okay? They're going to be very inappropriate with you. Very inappropriate with you. And, for a lot of people, that might make you feel like y'all are close. But when you think about it, it's no privacy at all. All right. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and she said her coworker, she was about to, she had her little boo over, and she said, girl, I go to open up my door. I'm thinking, I don't know who it was, a package or something, and it's my coworker, and she literally walked straight into my house. Like, yeah, girl, let me tell you, da 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 da. And she said they have only known each other maybe about 2 months at this time. And she walked in her living room and saw the dude sitting on the couch. She was like, oh my gosh, like, this is how inappropriate these people are going to be, okay? They're going to dump on you. They're going to trauma bond with you, and they're going to ask you a lot of deep, dark questions because they're collecting data. You don't know if what they're telling you is true because you don't know this person, okay? And it's so funny because they make it seem like they're telling you something when they're really not telling you much. You don't know much about their past. You don't know much about their family. A lot of times when you go around their family's all quiet and stuff because they're talking crap about you already. From day one, these narcissists, these insecure people, they're talking crap about you to everyone else. So that's why when you get around these people, they be silent, okay? They triangulate you from behind the scenes from day one. And you don't have time to catch up because you're such a genuine person. So you never see any of these red flags like that coming. You never think, oh my gosh, I'm going to be friends with them and I'm going to go to all my friends and family and talk crap about them. But that's what they do. They talk crap about everybody in their life, okay? And they pin everyone against each other. And if they ever come in the room, instead of them going to people and going, hey, did you say this? No one ever really does that. And even if they did do that, they're still going to take that particular narc side, or they're going to take that jealous friends or insecure friend, toxic friend side, because they've already been groomed and developed with that particular person. Okay, they're going to look at you as you're the enemy. Who are you? They don't admire me no more, and you came out of nowhere. What's so special about you? You see the play. You see the play, how they get us. Okay, so once they have that inappropriate trauma bonding session, that's how they really, really lock you in. And through that time, they've gathered up enough information. And also, you feel like, oh my gosh, I can trust this particular friend. Okay. And I know some of you were going, oh my gosh, this happened to me. This is so foul. But this is why we got to have boundaries. You don't meet someone, 2 months ago and start telling them all your business from, 1903. You just don't do that. Okay? Tell God. Don't tell some random stranger who you only known for 60 days your business. Okay. Third thing on the timeline, red flag, when they've already admired you, they locked you in through trauma bonding, and they're dumping on you now. um I would say, what is the third thing that comes? The third thing I notice about them would be, oh, so now this is where they have the information, right? They know your likes, they know your dislikes. So now you're gonna probably see a pattern of trying to become you. Okay. So this is gonna be the friend who is, they're gonna ask you, oh, what products do you use? What's that lipstick you're using, or that perfume? And next thing you know, when you around them, they're smelling like you and they're dressing like you. My ex narc best friend used to dress like me all the time, and I used to think it was cute, but really it was like they're becoming you. So they're gonna start to literally try to become you. They're going to start trying to talk like you, look like you, hang around um, places that you normally frequent. They're going to try to make your friends their friends. Okay, they're inserting themselves in your life. Now they're literally physically trying to become you. And again, if you're somebody who never had that particular connection with somebody, you're going to think this is cute. But some of us, this is weird, especially women, we get very uncomfortable with this, okay? We're just like, all right. Like, I have this friend that, I think she's jealous. I told y'all about her before, the one who um, was like, oh, you can't lose more weight than me. I noticed that, she went out and bought like a couple of wigs that I have. And not that she can't, but it was just really weird. It's just like, okay, there's like thousands of wigs out there that she could have chose from, but she specifically went and bought these same wigs that I have. And she was like, oh my gosh, let me show you these wigs I have. And I was just like, those are the same wigs I have. And she was like, hmm. And I'm like, what? Those are the same wigs I have. So, so she, got upset that I pinpointed, that out. But they'll do this because they're looking at you like an extension of themselves. So it's like, oh, well, maybe they're fly, or maybe they get attention because they wore that particular wig. So they'll go and they'll try to mimic different things that you do, because they're trying to see, okay, maybe it's not really their light, maybe it's not really their spirit, maybe it's not really them, maybe they're not that special as I think they might be. And watch, I'm gonna go get the same wig or the same sneakers or the same car, and I'm gonna get the same attention. But what happens is they fail at this. They fail miserably. All right, they fail. Once they feel the physical aspect of it, um, that's when the insulting comes. Okay, so this is gonna be the insulting phase where now, the compliments that they used to give you, oh, I love your eyebrows. Well, dang girl, why your eyebrows looking like a dang eraser? Or when somebody compliments you, so say if a guy coming up to you and they're like, hey, how you doing? And they'll be like, oh, like, Don't you like brown skinned girls? Like, why you want to talk to her? You don't want to talk to her because she's light skinned. They'll do that. They'll try to embarrass you in front of people, belittle you. Well, I think people with college degrees are way smarter than people who don't have college degrees. This is just stuff that I've heard. People say they're going to belittle you. The little things that you told them, remember that information during the trauma bond stage? The information that you told them about you told them about yourself, or things that they think that may bother you. So there'll be people who think that I'm insecure about my weight, so they'll mention my weight every time they're around me, okay? Or we're around the opposite sex. They'll do that. Like, see, I told you, girl, you was pretty. It don't even matter if you're fat. Like, you're just so pretty. And everyone's in the room is looking at her like, what the hell is she talking about? No one mentioned her weight. So they'll do these things. They're going to embarrass you. Uh, Things that you told them in confidence, they're going to blurt it out in front of everyone. Um, and they're going to basically torture you with this information. And most people's reaction, if you don't have healthy boundaries, you're not going to confront them. You're literally going to sit there and take it. And when you take this behavior, see, this is like you should have been cut them off. But really, really, in this stage is where you need to cut them off, okay? Whatever they're the most jealous about is what they're going to go hard on, okay? Um, and they're going to dig up stuff. So once they also find out, if they feel like the insults aren't working, they're going to try to dig up stuff. They're going to even make up stuff, okay? They're going to make up stuff or tell people that you said something or you did something in order to rise up the tension, okay? So they're going to try to cause problems with your other friends, with your lover. They'll get around your mate and say something, and your mate is looking like, how the hell she know that? Or how the hell he know that? Okay, so be very careful of the information you give, because it will be used against you. The very things that they complimented on in the beginning has now became a weapon. Okay, now when that doesn't work or when they feel they're done with that particular breakdown of your ego, that's when I feel the physical things start to come in, okay? And the physical things could be flirting with your lover. They're gonna really go down low, okay? So they're gonna be competing. So say if perfect example, the female friend that I feel is jealous, right? I have a male friend, excuse me. I have a male friend who him and I one second. Him and I have created content together on his podcast and on Instagram, right? Excuse me. And he's successful. He has books, podcasts, he has other forms of jobs basically. He's a business guy, he's an entrepreneur type of dude. And a lot of people want to get close to him, but for some reason he allowed me to get close to him. I don't know why that is, but he has. So there's a lot of women who are jealous, so to say, that we are close. So I noticed that this particular friend, as soon as she saw this guy, she became obsessed with my male friend. Obsessed. She never even asked me, hey, like, do you and this guy like each other? Keep in mind, this is my friend. He's my friend. So one day, I noticed that she was following the guy, and every post that he put up, she was commenting on it and being kind of flirty. in the comments and stuff like that. And I was like, interesting. And, I didn't have like feelings for him or anything like that, but I just thought that was really interesting how she was literally coming at him hard. And I'm like, with all these other men in the world, why did she choose my male friend? You feel me? So one day my male friend hit me up and said, your friends in my DM being inappropriate. Do you want to see the screenshots? So I was like, yeah, send me them screenshots. So she was being like kind of sexual, flirty in the DM. And I'm just like, why would she be trying to develop this particular relationship with him knowing that he's my friend? Like, I never told her if I had feelings for him or not. She would have never known this man unless I posted him that I was on his podcast. So you're gonna get that. They have to prove, in people's mind, he would be like the perfect guy, okay? So in their head, they could never, not in their head. The reality is these individuals could never attract a high value man. And I'm not talking about a high value man or woman that just makes money. High value meaning spiritually. All right. So in spirituality, a high value man or woman will be healed. They know their purpose. They on their grind. They know who they are, and they have wisdom, and they're out there helping the people. And this is the type of person that he is. I will give him credit for that. He is that kind of person. And I think that's the reason why we're attracted to each other in that particular sense. Okay, nothing romantic has ever occurred between him and I, but it could have possibly occurred. We just never uh, went there yet, pretty much. So anyway, it wasn't a male friend that I looked at as a brother, and he didn't look at me as a sister. Pretty much, I would say that. So there was always a chance and an openness for that. But if you know that we're friends, you would have had that conversation. She doesn't know who this man is to me. She only met him because she saw that I was posting that I was on his podcast and he was on my podcast at the time when I had a podcast. So this is what they'll do. They have to prove. They'll never, when I tell you, these jealous friends, these narcissists, they will never be able to attract and keep a man or woman of quality. Never. They're willing to take your husband, your wife, the person you're sleeping with, okay? They will take your crush. These people literally want to prove, hey, if he or she can get that man or woman, I gotta go get them. But they will never, no man or woman of quality even blinks at these individuals, okay? They would never even be able to attract those individuals at all. So they got to get them through you. So even if you was dating a man who had missing teeth, they're going to go after him because they're like, wait, the chosen one even is dealing with him. There's got to be something special about him or her. Let me go run after him and try to take her man or woman. But they don't have the spiritual power. They don't have the wisdom. They don't have anything. They don't even have the personality to upkeep these individuals anyway. So I thought it was pretty hilarious that she was trying to pursue him, and it was sad that he was pretty much disturbed. He was disturbed. He was just like, what's going on with your friend? I'm gonna curse her out. And I said, no, 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 don't curse her out. you know um I'll handle it, don't worry about it. And she calmed down. I don't think she's been in his DM since. But yes, this is what they'll do. They're definitely going to have to physically destroy you. All right? They'll go after your crush, your man, your woman, your husband. Um, they'll go after your character, your business. Um, they are going to definitely get a whole what is it? What is it? A smear campaign. A smear campaign against you. All right. And when they haven't succeeded physically, the friendship is over. Honestly, it's really over. They'll watch you from a distance, but you will not hear from them. They will ghost you. They will start to distance themselves from you because none of their tactics worked. All right, chosen one. And even when they do succeed, right, you will still be a better human being than them. You will still be a better spirit than them, and they will still watch you. These people will do the most disgusting, vile things to you and still be watching you. They'll watch you through social media, they'll watch you through conversation through other people who know you, and they'll still be the same way. That's the crazy thing about it. They don't change. They really don't change. These people do not work on their healing, their self-esteem. They don't work on anything. 5, 10, 15 years, they blame everyone else around them instead of focusing on themselves and actually becoming a better human being. They never change, okay? So if you are noticing these red flags with your friend, run. If you got to red flag number 1 or red flag number 2, you went too far. You went too freaking far, and I have to, and I'm gonna have to, you know, in that particular friendship, because it's gone way too far. And you have to understand these particular spirits, they're willing to do anything to destroy you instead of destroying themselves. They need to be destroying themselves, but instead, because they see that you have something that they need or they wish they can have, instead of working on themselves, they're going to destroy you. And this is why that jealous friend, that insecure friend, shouldn't be taken lightly, um, because it will really, really cause a lot of havoc in your life. All right, guys, hopefully this will help you. And when you notice these particular behaviors, you can confront them or you can ghost them. Okay? So don't forget to donate in order for me to keep running my channel, and you can book your phone session in the comment section below, and in the description bar is the information. Okay? Love and light. Talk to you soon.